Hey there, people. I am Ikari Files, also known as Enreiku. What we have here is just a little GTA cat and mouse that me and my friends are doing. And since I am the only one that has a capture card, I am the cat. Now the rules are for this is just, they cannot use any weapons, I can use weapons, and no one was allowed to use helicopters. Now, as you see here, this part wasn't originally intended because I had another video going on, but then my laptop decided to go blue screen on me. Don't know what caused it, so I'm just going to blame 4chan at the moment. So what we had here was that we had to sort of start over, so I killed one of my friends here, try to put the map back onto our spawn point. So yeah, I kind of got bored here trying to get back up, and I realized eventually that that's going to be a long ways and I'm probably not going to find them by the end of this video. So I looked at the minimap and I found some grenades, so I'm just going to kill myself just to respawn back up there. But yeah, slow little runner he is. But yeah, finally got the grenades, now it's going off. Taking the map lit back off. Not as high as usually goes. But yeah, back at a Respawn, I found that the other two, not sure if they want their actual names to be called out, so I'm just going to call them by their PS IDs, and that's Lehman 1019 and Sergeant Mikey. So what happens is, Lehman's already in a helicopter flying around waiting for Sergeant Mikey to get back, and I'm trying to stop Sergeant Mikey. Eventually he got into the Annihilator and just tried shooting him. Turns out to be pointless. I gave up right there. Then finally the rocket launcher that Lehman stole respawns, so I'm heading to that. Sergeant Mikey comes back later on with the, see, there he is, with the Annihilator. Here, you can get the helicopter. He ends up breaking it, so I can't fly it. But I did notice that the other helicopter was still there. See? Still there. They didn't fuck around with it. Then Lehman comes back trying to take out the other helicopter, and you know what? He did. Gotcha, bitch. So now, since they were basically breaking the rules right there, I decided to break the helicopter rule as well. Now they're both in a car right now trying to flee. They're in terror. Too bad GTA doesn't do the audio that was set in it. That would have been interesting to actually hear our conversations going on. So I'm just chasing them around. I'm also being creepy as where is he? I am behind you stuff. And the whole point of me being in that helicopter, even though it was crap, was I was basically going to try and land on them and such, but yeah, got thrown off by some light poles and such. Then again, when I finally find them, they decide to make them crash. It almost worked at one point, but I eventually found a health pack and got my helicopter back up. So right here, my helicopter starts bleeping. It's signaling that it's about to blow up. So I'm like, fuck that at the moment. I gotta find some health. And I finally found some up there in the corner. Luckily, the map shows all. So at the moment, my map was my only friend. Back in the air, trying to regain control. I just decided to follow them around a bit. You may not see them much, but there they are in the corner, sort of swerving around and such. Look down, trying to see them again. Not much, then I hear Lehman screaming and panicking, because apparently they were able to see my shadow. Followed them back over here, and they had a good idea at first, was they eventually found a tunnel, which is going to pop up pretty soon in probably a few seconds or minutes. This is probably why I shouldn't get a flying license, but at the dock spot where we were and such, at these docks, whatever they're called, they are now in the tunnel. At first, I tried to go and pass, but then I realized about earlier in the time, I was actually able to fly a helicopter through an entire tunnel to make it out, so I thought that would work again. Failed. So I'm backing up because the beeping sounds again, then trying to land and keep my helicopter, but no. Sorry about that. Face plant to the ground. So I got an RPG ready, Layman's like, he's out, run him over. Fire that, Aww. All three of us died, so all of us responded back, and RPG's back, and Layman decides to start shooting at me, breaking that rule. So I decided to kill Sergeant Mike, even though he's just innocent right there, and punishment sort of what I said was, and the whole point was just to slow them down a bit because they are both gonna ride on the same car, so I'm back up here just thinking that the helicopters are back, but no. It decided to be against me on that tier. Alright. Yeah, invisible wall. Got more ammo, which I didn't really need at the moment. No vehicles were back yet, which I hated that. I did not want to run, and they were already across the road, so tried to get into the car, but no. Old lady decides, but she did try to run me over, but I eventually got back up. Crappy car, and one of them actually had a sports car. They ended up crashing. Didn't like the radio. Man, I really got a crappy car in that one. And I figured since they had the sports car, they would be ways ahead, but the map showed that they were right there, and yeah, tried to crash. And right there, I'm just trying to shoot out their tires and such. It's sort of like my little signature move on this game and such. Shoot out the tires, just terrorize them right there. But yeah, more debris, more crap in my way. Even the fucking light pole. And sorry to people that are offended by so much cursing, it's just, sort of out of habit. But what happened was, Layman took the right, Sergeant Mikey went straight ahead, so I decided to follow Sergeant Mikey. He's going along, then Layman's like, where is he? Oh my god, how did he get behind us? Right as soon as I crash into him right there. So I just start firing at him. He's freaking out, backing up, trying to escape me. Both of them are on smoking cars. Layman backed up, hits the whole thing. It was my opportunity until... Oh, not at that point yet, but... Yeah. You gotta hate the drivers on Liberty City. So I'm following my Layman back around. And I see he managed to flip the car. But Sergeant Mikey came in to save the day. So I decided to go after him for a bit, but noticed that both their cars were smoking a lot and were about to blow up. So... Turned back around, and, ooh, better car. It's not shit like that one, but it's crap. But I'll take it. Take any car now. So I don't know where Sergeant Mikey went, but Layman went back into the parking garage up there, so I decided it would be an easier target just to get him. He had no car, he was just out on foot, and did not realize the entrance was not there. So I decided to go around, but wall. So around I also find out the entrance was still not there. Then also I ended up finding out Sergeant Mikey had already found the entrance, and I did not know how. So I'm just getting annoyed at this point, so yay, there's the entrance. And luckily before, I've been on this one before, so, and I know that there's already a turn around, but what they didn't know was they had to go all the way around and back up, which I did not tell them. So if they're seeing this video now you know. G.I. Joe! So yeah, I ended up hitting Layman right there, shooting at him, but the tires of Sergeant Mikey's car. I decided to just leave him and go after Sergeant Mikey. What I did tell them was that there was a ramp at the top, which is true, and Sergeant Mikey tried to jump off, and I was going to stop him. So, there he is, getting ready to jump off, waiting for him, then I just crashed him into the wall. Success! Then he jumps off. Yeah, and I was pretty much panicking, hoping that my car would flip back over, but then Lehman decides to come and put me back, so I thank them for that, and again, thank you. Shooting him, dead. He did. I didn't notice that there was lag at that point, but yeah. It's getting pretty much close to the end, more lag, and at this point, we were getting off, and Sergeant Mikey decides to shoot us, so, and right there, I won. Well, that is all.